Welcome back to a new video. So today we're going to install the Cardo Edge on a Shoei GT Air 2 on this one. I've already done it on this one, as you can see here. The Shoei GT Air 2 does have this corner side, it's like a small triangle here, and Cardo have made this clip-on that will fit there. So you don't have to stick the unit on the side of the helmet. It makes life a lot easier when you remove this and install this. Trust me, I've done it on this one and it works a treat. Remove this in a bit. So to do that, you just literally pull the sides of it until this part comes off. And then inside you have a series of pop clips. There should be 3 in total. So that's 1 cheek pad. And then we do it to the other side of the helmet as well. So to remove this corner of the helmet, you need to pull this clip down and then move your finger and slide it forward towards you, and the plastic clip should then come out. Once you've removed this area, you need to make sure that this area is clean so the adhesive on this clip can stick onto the area without any contaminants. What I used was just a general glass cleaner and wipe that down like this. Once that is done, you then need to remove the blue plastic like so, and then clip this onto the helmet. You just get an idea where it's at. Inside the box, 40mm speakers. You've got a boom microphone. This is used for the open front helmets. Clip on. You've got a USB charger. You've also got some adhesive Velcro pads. Here is the button microphone. A clip. There are also, I'll show you the Velcro pads. These are for the microphone. We might have to modify one of these. I have already modified for this helmet. This is the standard adapter for the side of a Shoei helmet or any other helmet. These pads are just extensions for the speakers. So you just apply them like that, and then you can apply the speaker on the top. Ultimately, for this install, all you're going to need to remove from the box are the 2 adhesive pads for the earphones, the Velcro pads. You probably only need 1 of these, and the microphone, and that is it. That is the installation for the inside of the helmet. So inside the GT Air 2 helmet, there are given places for earphones. To clean this area with an alcohol wipe, and they give you an alcohol wipe. Just give it a quick clean on the inside and the other side. Just remove that one. Just clean that one as well. Next, I would remove the inside of the helmet. The padding on the inside, there should only be a few clips. If I show you them, there's 2 on the back. And then this bit along here, you will notice that the front of it, the front of the helmet, has this, as you can see, a plastic kind of clip. So this can be a little bit tricky. So if you pull it forward, and just pull down on this bit very, very gently, it should pop out. As you can see, you can unclip it like that. Once that is unclipped, the inside should come out quite freely. So now that the sides have had enough time to dry out, it would be best to just give them a wipe over, just to make sure. Just blow any lint out of the way. So the next part would be to put these Velcro pads on the inside of the helmet. You need to remove the adhesive off the sides of them, like so, and then apply it to the inside of the helmet in the given space. As you can see, they fit in there quite nice. And do the same for the other side. So now that those have had enough time to dry and stay in, you need to install the speakers. Now, the best way to do this is to keep the short side, because as you can see, there's one cable which is longer than the other. Be careful because these are very sticky. So you need to put the shorter side next to where you put the new holder. So I put it slightly off angle if you've got one of these helmets, so that the cable can just go into that recess there, and then just leave it float there for a moment. On the other side of the helmet, do the same thing. Just place it in there and put the cable into the recess very slightly. It might not stay there, but just keep it there for the moment. So for this part, I used a small bit of clear tape just to stick the cables in the back of the helmet. So if you can see here, it's kind of like looped around. That's not so bad. You can put it into the small recesses of the helmet, but there if you like, and then just apply a small bit of tape. I've used a clear tape. You can apply it like so, and that just enables that the cable stays there and doesn't come out the back of the helmet. It shouldn't do. Once these cables are inside, they should be okay. The only thing I would be very aware of is when you install the cheek pads and the lining, is to make sure that these white clip-ons and this cable are not in the way, because the worst thing that could happen is the cable being stuck inside one of these holes and you push down and it breaks the cable. So now that that has been stuck on there, the next part will be to install the microphone. The microphone will go in the recess here, but for that to happen, you need to cut around the given Velcro padding that's included in the pack. So how I done this was, I stuck this button microphone to the Velcro pad, and then I cut around this pad so we've got a nice flush fit. So don't forget to give the area a clean with an alcohol wipe, just to make sure everything's nice and clean in there. Leave that dry out, and then go ahead and install your cut out Velcro. As you can see, that's fitting quite nicely inside there. Give that some time to dry out, and then we'll apply the microphone to that area. Now that that's had some time to dry, you can apply this microphone straight into that part there and just give it a nice push. Not too hard, but just apply it so you can feel the Velcro kind of stick to it. Double check it, and then you're going to put the cable just on the side here. So now that the microphone's installed into the helmet and the speakers installed into the helmet, we need to just put the headline foam back into its place. So make sure that the cable is out of the way, and then push the foam back into the helmet. Move the straps out of the way, like so. What you can do here is just be very careful with the cables. because there are two push buttons here, clips. You can clip that in, and there's another one here. Just clip that one in. Just clip that one in like so. So the first part, you have to clip this bit in. If you look on the side down here, there is a small little edge that needs to be popped into there. That bit can be quite fiddly, but once that is in, the rest of it then you need to guide along. Push upwards until you get to the side. Hold your hand there and then push down and inwards. You should hear a clip, and then that will just ensure that you have successfully installed this part. Just go over it again to make sure, check there's no gaps, and there we go. Now that the headline is done, you need to install the cheek pads. So first off, I would start with the opposite side of the wires. Always remember that the red line is in front of the helmet, so get the correct side. So to fit the cheek pad, you need to look for the white clip there. You need to put it down into the gap first so you can feel it click. Move this part underneath the chin area and then push down until you hear a click there. So there's just two clips on either side, and then inside the helmet there are three push pop buttons. If you look inside the helmet, you should be able to see 1, 2, there's one on the back, 3. So for this next part, you want to get this piece which slides onto the clip that you installed earlier. So if we just slide it down there, you should hear a click. And then you've got these cables which come off. There should be two of them. One of them clips into the microphone, which is this one, and one clips into the speakers, which is this one. So go ahead and clip them in. One, 2. So now that you've got those installed, you need to move these two cables underneath the given clip on the side of the helmet, but there. The next part is a little bit more trickier because you need to install this cheek pad, but if you look on the side of the cheek pad, you've got this plastic edge. Now when you slide that in, this cable will be a bit of an obstruction. So what I done, I snipped this bit here, and then put the cheek pad in place there, put the wires through that snipped area, like so, and then clipped on that side of the helmet, and then you should be able to clip down this side of the helmet, like so. It's looking quite flush there. So now this cheek pad area is installed on the side, it's nice and flush. Pull down the inside of the cheek pad area and then move the cable which is connected to the microphone down and push it into the recess area below. You'll be able to feel it just along the lines of the helmet there. Make certain that you've got the push clip areas free and available so you can apply pressure without breaking any of the cables. So that's the first one clipped in. Move the clip for the helmet, pull that forward, pull it through, and then there should be two clips around the side. you should be able to see the front one, and there should be one at the top of the helmet up here. That's clipped in just right. So any excess cables, you can push them back into this recessed bit of the helmet, just underneath the headliner. You can move them under there. Double check to make sure everything is correct around the helmet. You may notice that this pad might be a little bit different because you've installed this bit, but it should be okay. It should be fine. It should bed back in. It's only because you've moved it and pulled it out of its original place, but the next few wears out of the helmet, you should be fine. So you can see the inside of the helmet is nice and clean. There's no wires sticking anywhere. The microphone is stuck on the front, and the side of the helmet looks good. So we're looking good. So that is the Cardo Edge installed on the Shoei GT Air 2 helmet. If you like this type of video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.